Gundy, but they have turned the page, and they have got a new, young, exciting coach in Eric Morris, who has proven himself in Texas football at North Texas. They want to see if he can revamp this once-proud Cowboy program. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Cowboys will kick off first, and here we go. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ducks offense will go on the attack first. And when these two guys are in sync the way they were a week ago, just a nightmare. It's a performance they hope they can repeat this week, Jesse.
And I think a big key in that last game was they linked up a couple times early, had some big plays, and then after that, David, it didn't seem like the quarterback was looking anywhere else. They're going to try and establish that connection and that rhythm early in this one.
And defensively, where is the big fella? Like, I got to identify where he is every single snap and give him some extra attention. So if I route him at the line of scrimmage and be physical, have that safety help over the top, I'm not letting him beat me.
And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Man, is this place loud right now. The Cowpoke faithful bringing it on third down. Got him downfield. Gets away from one. He's got space. Wide open spaces. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Oregon!
And, man, it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cowboys offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And here comes this transfer sophomore running back. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. Inside, it's Hawkins. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game. There's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
Punt is on its way. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll run this play from the pistol. On the ground, it's Davison. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they've had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected.
Snagged it, and there's running room. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Oh, man, he goes down, and he's going to lose yardage on that one. The Ducks moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to. And instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball, man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but
makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Ducks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Run in the red zone, it's Davison. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed over the middle, it's Young. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And they dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side, but this possession right here, on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
you know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
The Cowboys can really attack on this second and short. Running inside, it's Hawkins. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Barnes. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. It'll be third and long. 5-29. From the gun. Wants to pass. Here comes the Heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Cowboys will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He won't be able to return this one as out of bounds. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. He put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Moore. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40, the 30, running inside the 20. Touchdown, Ducks! Once he got some room, it was over.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch you, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
This offense has got to get this thing going, man. Nowhere to go. Where do you want the running back to go? He gets tackled for a loss. Offensive line has to block better. They got to create some holes. They've gone nowhere. Several drives, no points. They need something to go right for this offense.
The Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Bought a little time, lets it go. Picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball in his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Davison. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. He might want another play. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's 3rd and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Oregon! Quick strike through the air for the score.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And he makes the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The run inside. It's Hawkins. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul.
Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Makes the grab. It's Young. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Running inside.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Motion from the back. Going deep. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead.
There he goes. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 41 after the good gain there. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Here's Moore to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. Just when you thought that ball was out of reach, nothing appeared to be out of his reach there.
Yeah, he says just throw it up and I'll go get it. To track the ball all the way down the field and dive and lay out with that body control, that is a special catch.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback making checks. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
They made offense, defense, special teams. They are showing it all early in this football game. We're still in the first half. We got a 5-touchdown lead. Everything going right except for us, guys, because now we're going to have to figure something to talk about because this one isn't over, but it's close to almost at the half.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Oklahoma State sends out the offense to start this drive. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hawkins. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Cowboys will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see what he can do with it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Tight end now in motion. Hold and fired complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here.
Makes the grab in their space. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Throwing Moore. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes the catch. Brings into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And this is why, as a defense, man, you don't want to let the quarterback outside the pocket. Once he gets outside the pocket, now everybody else has to adjust, and some people have to leave coverage, and he goes and he starts going towards his right. Nice job by the receiver finding some space towards the sidelines. They get the completion and make the play.
Moore to the air. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets the back moving. Dante Moore. Got it behind the line. It's Moore. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Moore to the air again. It's complete to the left. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defensively, man, I play so much more man coverage when it gets down near the red zone, down inside the 20-yard line, this area of the field. I got less space to cover. I don't have to worry about them running way down the field really deep, but I do have to worry about them finding ways to get wide receivers, tight ends, speed the ball on the perimeter. Defense was ready for it. Pretty good job by the defense.
Motion from the wideout. On the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. Fourth down, Moore. Intercepted deep in his own end. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Sports College Football Studio Update. The Ducks will kick it away to crank up the second half. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
Oklahoma State's head coach told me at the half he understands that the turnovers are the whole story of the first half. They are trailing because of those 2 interceptions from the quarterback. He does have a lot of confidence in this quarterback, but they have depth at the position, a quality backup. Will he go to the backup here in the third quarter? We'll see how they steady the ship here on offense to start the second half. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. The run inside. It's Hawkins. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. Offense a little backed up here, and boy, would it help to convert this third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the grab on the right. Off to the races. Inside the touchdown, Cowboys. This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
Speed. You play him man-to-man, he gets open, he wins. I'm not sure why we're crediting the quarterback. He's got jets.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They'll go back to work with a sizable margin still up there on the scoreboard. Takes the handoff. It's Griffin. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Throwing Raiola. Finds his man. It's Bear. Turning it on. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm. He's seeing the field. The game looks slow to him right now, and he's executing at an incredibly high level. And these receivers outside, man, they are winning each and every time.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Raiola to throw. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. Shoots it to the left. It's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Raiola to the air again. He's got him. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game.
There's a crease. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And there is no greater friend to a quarterback and to a coach late in the football game when you have the lead and you can pound the rock. Offensive linemen can pave holes, Like running back now runs through him, successful, move the ball, and most importantly, that clock can tick, but the physical ground game late in the game, that's how you finish opponents off.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. And the whistle blows as they bring out the trainers to have a look at an injured duck. That is the freshman tight end who's still down on the field. We hope that's not too serious. Holly will keep an eye on him. The Ducks have it with a 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. Here's Raiola to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite cover.
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
Loving what I'm seeing from this offense this week. And talking to them, they felt like last week's win was a lot closer than what it should have been. They didn't play to their full potential, but they did that here in this game. When they're hitting on all cylinders, they are scary.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Oklahoma State has it back and the offense is on the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Raiola. Oh, he wants it all. And he tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Raiola. Looking down the middle. Fires complete on the crosser. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he's got it inside the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick. offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Oklahoma State hoping to get the Pistols firing on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. 5-29. First play of the drive wants to change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Green. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the third quarter stats. Looking to throw for it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. They'll send the back in motion. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line.
Great job by the defense that time getting the sack, but no time to celebrate. You got to line up right now because the offense is going tempo.
Gets it out across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 42 as this offense trying to put together a good drive. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Scanning the field, it's Walls. It's complete on the right side. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Complete. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. The Ducks look to keep this drive humming. He wants to throw it again. Looking for the score. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. You have a big lead in the 4th quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail and in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. On target over the middle. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
He'll take it himself. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Coming out with it, it's Barnes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute and you've got to lock in.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking left. That's caught. It's Hammond. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Cowboys, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line.
Here we go. Ready. 180. 180. Go, go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. It's a seam wide open. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. The Cowboys will line it up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. He wants it all. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. 1st down from the 45. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Walls. He's going to let it go. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but, like, let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but, like, let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
You got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. Now, it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football, but there's definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
Another incompletion on third down. The Ducks will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Handoff from the gun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks.